Have you heard about the mother of all breaches? It's not a myth or a tale, it's a chilling reality. In the vast universe of cybersecurity, the term MOAB holds a new meaning now. The mother of all breaches, a massive cybersecurity incident, has recently come to light, causing ripples of concern throughout the digital community. This colossal data breach has laid bare more than 26 billion records. It's as if a digital Pandora's box has been opened, spilling out an astonishing amount of sensitive information for all the world to see. But here's the twist in the tale. This is not the aftermath of a single catastrophic event. Rather, it is an aggregation, a compilation of data from multiple breaches. Imagine a monstrous digital quilt stitched together from different breaches, both old and new, forming a dauntingly extensive data set. The MOAB is a testament to the sheer scale of data that can be compiled from disparate breaches, potentially incorporating information that has never been exposed online before. The data leaked in the MOAB incident is not just extensive, it's highly sensitive and valuable, a veritable goldmine for malicious actors. We're not just talking about login credentials here. We're talking about personal and professional information spanning various sectors and platforms. From major social media platforms to governmental organizations, the MOAB dataset is a smorgasbord of information, a buffet for those with malicious intent. It's a cautionary tale that highlights the broad and deep reach of such breaches, affecting a wide array of data types and sources. It also underscores the potential risks that come with such massive data aggregation: identity theft, phishing schemes, targeted cyber attacks, and unauthorized access to sensitive accounts. In this digital age, where data is the new oil, the MOAB incident serves as a stark reminder of the ongoing challenges and threats in cybersecurity. It emphasizes the importance of digital hygiene and the need for continuous improvement in data protection and privacy measures. After all, this MOAB is not a bomb, but the explosion of data it has exposed is just as destructive. What does the MOAB hold? More than you can imagine. Picture a colossal library, its shelves loaded with billions of books, each brimming with personal data. That is the MOAB. This behemoth of a data breach is not a single event, but a compilation of multiple breaches, a grand buffet of data for those with malicious intent. And the variety is staggering. It's like a supermarket sweep of the digital world, scooping up records from major social media platforms, government organizations, and more. Imagine this. The MOAB dataset is so vast, it encompasses data from Twitter, Dropbox, LinkedIn, and many more, totaling 12 terabytes spread across 3,800 folders. Each folder represents a separate data breach, each a distinct chapter in this chilling anthology of digital exposure. But the plot thickens. The largest batch of records, a whopping 1.5 billion, comes from Tencent. Yes, you heard it right. Billion with a B, followed closely by Weibo, MySpace, and Twitter X. This is not just a breach, it's a tsunami of data. It's a stark reminder of how interconnected our digital lives are and how vulnerable they can be. The MOAB is like a Pandora's box, revealing a broad and deep reach into our digital lives. It's not just about login credentials, it's about identities, personal details, sensitive information, data that can be weaponized for identity theft, phishing schemes, targeted cyber attacks, unauthorized account access, and more. We must remember, data is power in the digital age, and in the wrong hands, it can wreak havoc. The MOAB is a testament to this fact. It's a stark reminder of the ongoing challenges and threats in cybersecurity, a call to arms for better digital hygiene, and a plea for continuous improvement in data protection and privacy measures. The depth and breadth of the MOAB are staggering, but it's the implications that are truly terrifying. It's a wake-up call to us all. If we don't want to be part of the next MOAB, we need to act now. The MOAB has detonated, and now we're dealing with the fallout. This explosion, this mother of all breaches, is more than just a shower of data raining down upon us. It's a storm of potential threats, a tempest of risk factors that we must navigate through. The fallout from MOAB is like a dark cloud of risks that hovers over the digital landscape. It's filled with threats like identity theft, a crime that can turn your life upside down. With the amount of personal information that's been exposed, criminals can assume your identity, leading to a whirlwind of financial and legal troubles that can take years to resolve. The fallout from MOAB is like a dark cloud of risks that hovers over the digital landscape. It's filled with threats like identity theft, a crime that can turn your life upside down. With the amount of personal information that's been exposed, criminals can assume your identity, leading to a whirlwind of financial and legal troubles that can take years to resolve. The fallout also includes targeted cyber attacks. With so much data at their disposal, cybercriminals can now launch attacks that are more personalized, more precise, and therefore more potent. They can exploit vulnerabilities, infiltrate networks, and cause widespread damage, all under the guise of legitimate entities. And let's not forget about unauthorized access to sensitive accounts. With login credentials out in the open, hackers can easily break into your accounts. They can snoop around, steal more data, meddle with your settings, or even lock you out of your own account. The fallout from MOAB isn't just a cybersecurity problem, it's a societal issue. It affects not only individuals but also organizations. Businesses, government agencies, schools, hospitals, you name it. They all face the daunting task of securing their digital assets, of protecting their data amidst this fallout. So as we stand in the midst of this digital fallout, we must remember that the risks are real. We must recognize the threats and take swift action to mitigate them. Because if we don't, we're not just risking our data, we're risking our digital identities, our digital lives. The fallout from the MOAB is widespread and far-reaching, affecting individuals and organizations alike. In the face of the MOAB, how do we defend ourselves? In the grip of this cyber Goliath, it is crucial to arm ourselves with the most effective tools and strategies. One such tool, as simple as it may seem, is to regularly change passwords. This basic practice often takes a back seat, but it's a frontline defense against unauthorized access. Remember, your password is the first barrier between your data and potential hackers, so make it complex and unique. But don't stop there. Two-factor authentication is a security measure that adds an extra layer of protection to your accounts. It requires not only a password but also verification from another device, often a mobile phone. This makes it significantly harder for attackers to gain access, even if they somehow manage to crack your password. Now let's talk about vigilance. It's about monitoring your accounts for any unusual activity. This can be a sudden flurry of emails, unexpected password reset requests, or unrecognized devices logging into your accounts. If you spot any of these signs, it's time to take action. This might mean changing your password, contacting the provider, or even reporting the incident to the relevant authorities. But what about organizations? They too are not immune to the MOAB. For them, robust security measures could involve regularly updating and patching their systems, providing cybersecurity training to their staff, and employing advanced threat detection and response solutions. These measures can help organizations stay one step ahead of potential breaches. The MOAB is a stark reminder that we are all part of this vast digital ecosystem, and no one is immune to cyber threats. It's a wake-up call to individuals and organizations alike to take cybersecurity seriously. It's about being proactive rather than reactive. It's about understanding that our digital footprints are valuable, and they need to be protected. Defending against the MOAB is no small task, but it's a necessary one in our digital age. So let's embrace this challenge, fortify our defenses, and ensure that our digital world remains safe and secure. The MOAB is a harsh teacher, but its lessons are invaluable. So, what does this colossal breach teach us? Well, it's a stark reminder of the importance of digital hygiene and the need for continuous improvement in data protection and privacy measures. Think of it this way. The digital world is like a bustling city, and each of our online accounts is like an apartment within this city. Now imagine if you left your apartment unlocked, or worse, handed out keys to anyone who asked. Sounds absurd, right? Yet that's what we're doing when we're lax about our digital hygiene. So let's talk about what we can do better. First and foremost, we need to be more cautious with our passwords. Using the same password for multiple accounts is akin to using the same key for all your apartments. If one gets compromised, they all do. Therefore, using unique, complex passwords is crucial. But even the strongest of passwords isn't infallible. That's where two-factor authentication comes in. It's like adding a security guard at your apartment door who verifies your identity before letting you in. It might seem inconvenient at times, but it's a small price to pay for added security. Now let's move on to the bigger picture, the need for continuous improvement in data protection. The MOAB incident underscores this need starkly. It's not enough for organizations to build a fortress around their data and then sit back. The digital landscape is ever evolving, and so are the threats. Hence, security measures need to be regularly updated and tested to keep pace with these changes. Finally, we must realize that it's not just about protecting our own data. We are all interconnected in the digital world, and a breach in one place can have far-reaching impacts. Therefore, we all have a role to play in ensuring collective digital security. The MOAB may be a bitter pill to swallow, but its lessons can help us secure our digital future. Remember, it's not about being scared, it's about being prepared. And with the right measures, we can all contribute to a safer digital world. The MOAB has passed, but its echoes still reverberate. In the aftermath of the mother of all breaches, we find ourselves in a world more aware of its vulnerabilities, where the illusions of digital security have been shattered. It's like a suspenseful mystery novel where the plot thickens with every turn. Except this is our reality, and the stakes are real. This incident, colossal in its scale and breadth, reminds us of the ongoing challenges and threats that loom in the shadowy corners of cybersecurity. It's not just tech companies or government institutions that are targets. The MOAB has shown us that we are all potential victims, our information a coveted prize for malicious actors. But let's not despair. Instead, let's see this as a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance and preparedness. The digital landscape may be fraught with danger, but it also offers us tools and strategies to protect ourselves. From regularly changing passwords to enabling two-factor authentication, to being mindful of the information we share online, each step we take can make a significant difference. It's also crucial to remember that cybersecurity isn't a one-time fix, but rather an ongoing process of adaptation and improvement. As the threats evolve, so must our defenses. It's a game of cat and mouse where staying one step ahead is paramount. Organizations, too, need to recognize the value of the data they hold and take active steps to safeguard it. Robust data protection and privacy measures are no longer optional. They're a necessity. Whether it's investing in advanced encryption technologies or conducting regular security audits, these efforts can go a long way in mitigating the risk of future breaches. The MOAB may have left a trail of chaos, but it also presents an opportunity to learn, to innovate, and to bolster our defenses. Because at the end of the day, the strength of our cybersecurity lies in our ability to anticipate, adapt, and overcome. The MOAB has sounded the alarm. Will you heed the call? In the wake of this monumental data breach, we must all take decisive action to safeguard our digital lives. This isn't just about passwords and login credentials. It's about protecting our identities, our finances, and our personal safety. This is the reality of the digital age, and we can't afford to be complacent. Start with the basics. Change your passwords and make them strong. Use a different password for every account, and consider using a password manager to keep track of them all. Enable two-factor authentication wherever it's available. This adds an extra layer of security and makes it harder for cybercriminals to gain access to your accounts, even if they have your password. Monitor your accounts for any signs of unauthorized activity. If something looks suspicious, investigate it. If your data was part of the MOAB, you could be at risk of targeted attacks. Stay vigilant and be proactive in your defense. But it's not just about protecting yourself, it's about protecting everyone. Share what you've learned about the MOAB. Encourage your friends, family, and colleagues to take their digital security seriously. We're all in this together, and we can all play a part in preventing future breaches. And let's not forget about the organizations that hold our data. They have a responsibility to protect it, and we have a right to demand that they do so. Ask questions, seek assurances, and hold them accountable. If they fall short, consider taking your business elsewhere. Finally, stay informed. Cybersecurity is a rapidly evolving field, and the threats we face are constantly changing. Keep up to date with the latest news and advice and adjust your defenses accordingly. The MOAB is a wake-up call for all of us. It's time to take action. Don't wait until it's too late. The time to act is now. Remember, in the digital world, we're all potential targets, but we're also all potential defenders. Together, we can turn the tide against cybercrime. So, let's get started. The story of the MOAB is a chilling one, but it's a story we need to tell. As we draw this narrative to a close, let's remember that the world of cybersecurity is a battleground, and we are all soldiers. Each one of us has a part to play in maintaining our digital safety. It's a responsibility we carry not just for ourselves, but for our families, our friends, and our colleagues. The MOAB serves as a stark reminder of the threats we face, but it also underscores the resilience we possess when we stay informed and proactive. Equip yourself with the right tools, knowledge, and habits to keep your digital life secure. If you found value in this journey through the mother of all breaches, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We're committed to bringing you the latest in cybersecurity news, insights, and strategies. Stay safe, stay vigilant, and remember, the MOAB is a reminder. not a death sentence. Thank you for watching.